So, you finally want to build your very own gaming PC, but you realize that you know nothing about building one. Fret not, for I am here to guide you on this sort of hard but rewarding experience. Okay, so first of all, what you want to add to your shopping list would be the CPU. The CPU market nowadays is mostly dominated by two giant tech manufacturers, namely Intel and Ryzen. If you're on a tight budget, then I would highly recommend going for any Ryzen 3 or 5 chipsets, since they would be the most bang for your buck in terms of price to performance ratio. Up next would be choosing a compatible motherboard for your CPU. It's fairly simple since you can see on the box which line of chipsets are compatible with your motherboard. One of the most common Ryzen motherboards is the A320, which is a good starting board for your gaming PC journey. Next on your list would be to buy some RAM. With today's games and applications, 4 gigs of RAM is not nearly enough, with 8 gigs of RAM just barely holding on. So it would be best to consider going right away for 16 gigs of RAM. Now for your storage, SSDs or solid state drives are the future. HDDs or hard disk drives are way slower than today's SSDs, but I would recommend going for an SSD for your boot drive and buying an extra HDD for your games and applications. Now for the holy grail, it's time to choose your GPU. Some might say this is the most pricey item in building a gaming PC, and that is fairly true. This would be processing majority of the things in your video games, and its quality and performance highly depends on the quality of your GPU. With the newer generations being the RTX series 30, RTX 30 series, RTX 3080, 3090, but you can settle for a GTX 1050 Ti if you're just starting out. Now let's not forget about the power supply. If your rig is power hungry, then I would highly recommend going for a 500 watt or more with at least a bronze rating. After choosing everything, it's time to find an ideal PC case. Now what you want to do is look for one with proper ventilation as not overheat your setup, and also pair your case with some RGB fans just to complete the look. But RGB is not necessarily what you need. You can buy something without RGBs. It depends on you. Now you mostly have everything you need, and all that stuff are your peripherals. Now go buy your dream mechanical keyboard and gaming mouse. And don't forget the gaming chair, just so you know, to complete the look.